to recollect.
Two lighthouse keepers, played by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, are meant to serve a 2-week stay at the island they're stationed at. But when a storm hits and leaves them stranded, they start to descend into insanity. A24 is right now the king of independent cinema, producing high-quality movies that your hipster friends will annoy the heck out of you into watching, but every now and then they'll recommend something that isn't entirely artsy bullcrap. The Lighthouse is an implicit, ambiguous film that will please the highbrow critics, but has more than enough for the casual moviegoer. Dafoe and Pattinson are incredible in this movie. The film lets you know that these characters are not who they say they are, and that you should be wary of both of them just as they are of each other. And both actors convey this brilliantly, whether it's through the silent moments or the subtext of their dialogue. They're both an enigma that you want to figure out. Is Wade just an overbearing boss, or is he an abusive and manipulative authority figure? Is Howard a simple man just trying to make his way in the world, or does he have a dark past that he's trying to run from? The movie never really lets you know what the truth is, rather leaving bits and pieces of a puzzle that you have to figure out for yourself. This was shot in 4:3 ratio, which is known as the Academy standard. It adds a sense of claustrophobia as you're forced in with these characters and this environment. Because there's a focus on 1/3 of the frame, you never feel as if there's space to breathe or to get away from the madness. And even though the overall atmosphere of the movie is gloomy, there are some darkly funny moments in here. And it doesn't feel like the movie is trying or going out of its way to be funny. It's just every now and then you'll have a scene where either the action that takes place or the pacing of the dialogue or the timing, it just makes you, you can't help but get a laugh out of it. Now, while the mystery of the lighthouse is a crucial plot point, don't go into this movie expecting it to be resolved. The mystery of the lighthouse gets you hooked in right away, but there's no real payoff. I mean, there's an ending, I won't spoil it here, but it's one of those endings that feels like it's made for ending explain videos that you see on your feed sometimes. And because of that, there are moments of this movie that make no sense or are just weird for the sake of weird. I get what they're trying to go for. You're losing your mind with these characters. You're watching their descent into madness. But there were a few moments in this movie that made me go, did we really need that in there? The Lighthouse is a movie that is disturbing, strange, spectacular, funny, and confusing all at the same time. It's a compelling character study about keeping one's sanity, a dark comedy about two lighthouse keepers trying to undermine each other, and a horror story about long-term isolation. The story doesn't really resolve itself, but it's not a story-based movie. You don't watch this movie to figure out what's going on at the top of the lighthouse. You go in to see Dafoe and Pattinson going absolutely nuts. At first, I was disappointed by this movie, but then I watched it again, with people. And I don't know if it was just the reactions to all the strangeness that was going on, but I think I got a bit more out of it the second time round than the first. I do think you should watch it at least twice, once by yourself and once with a group of people. Even though it's a movie that I think a lot of film students will praise, there's plenty enough for the casual movie lover to enjoy as well. So much that I think it deserves to be seen at least multiple times in the theater or on Blu-ray. Alright, that's my review of The Lighthouse. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you're new here, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and as always, this is the Canadian Movie Buff saying I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the movies. See ya!